What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dope, and today I'm bringing you guys another YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing me letting go of the Supra, and I'm going to be comparing the Supra and the M340i together. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Since I normally like right in front of the camera, I kind of want to switch it up and just kind of do like a little POV of me driving. Just kind of switch it up a little bit, not directly just to driving, but at least so you can see me a little bit and the whole like inside of the car. Just kind of enjoy the interior of the car and just in general like the sound of the car too. So that's what today's video kind of senior is going to be about. So anyways, I'm just going to be discussing, not really going to be showing much, just going to be giving my thoughts and opinions, just comparing the two cars and why I let go of the Supra. So let's start off with why I let go of the Supra. I let go of the Supra because I want to wait until the market settles down and really debate whether I want to get one or not. So once the market settles down, then I'll, you know, possibly consider getting one. However, I don't want to have a Supra and the M340i because that's not really the most practical thing to do. You know, I did it, and honestly, guys, like I'll get into like the cool things about one or the other. Honestly, guys, even though they're both the same engine and transmission, like they feel like two completely different cars. So it was dope doing that, you know, because, you know, both of them could have been like a daily or badass daily. It just, whichever one's more practical for you is what it really comes down to. Obviously the M340i, I'll also give you guys like my opinion on which one I believe is better, but at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to personal preference. So let go of the Supra because I'm waiting for the market to settle, and it's not the most ideal, I guess, smartest financial decision for me. So what's it called, that's why I let go of the Supra, just because of that. And if I do want to consider getting one, I know that, you know, once the market drops, it'll be more ideal, more practical for me if I do decide to get one. However, right now with the market the way it is, how expensive things are, you know, it's not the smartest time to get the Supra. However, if you really want the car and you're looking to get the car, then I don't see why not. So that's the whole idea behind the Supra. Honestly, guys, at the end of the day, I got the Supra just because of the name. You know, it's badass, even though it has the same engine as mine. It sounds obviously very similar, but you know, it just feels like more of a sports car. And obviously, like the way the car looks, it looks exotic. It looks very sporty. It breaks a lot of necks. It was a really dope ass car, guys. Like literally compliments everywhere I go. Compliments that my BMW wouldn't ever get. You know, like a lot of people would like take pictures of the Supra whenever I'd go on photo shoots, like at the beach. Like I made a reel about it too, if you guys saw that on my Instagram or my TikTok. So it's a very dope ass experience having a Supra compared to a BMW. BMW, you know, in a sense, it looks like regular traffic, right? And it does. The Supra looks more like an exotic car. Like, damn, like what car is that? Like it has people like really like thinking like, what kind of car is that, you know? Because you don't really see that many Supras, like at least in my area. Like I'm in Orange County, you don't really see that many Supras everywhere. So like of course, like this BMW, the G chassis does look a little bit different, but you know, it doesn't look nothing too crazy different like the G80 or the G82, right? Those look like completely different BMWs. But the Supra, of course, is a whole new type of car, stands out, looks better. So as far as like look goes between the two, Supra takes the W in my opinion. I personally felt more like a badass when it came down to driving the Supra. I felt like, damn, like I don't know, I just feel like the BMW I do too, you know, it looks fucking dope, it's sporty, but it looks more like a luxury sedan. It doesn't look like a sports car all that much like a Supra does, obviously, you know. So the Supra kind of makes you feel a little bit more like, damn, like I'm driving an exotic car kind of shit, you know. As far as like in general driving the Supra versus the M340, of course space is going to be a big difference. The space in the Supra is a lot more like tight, very tight, but I mean, what do you expect from like any other exotic car, right? Every exotic car is a two-seater, fucking it's tight, right? So that I feel like you can't really complain about. But obviously if you're going to be like picking one or the other, M340i versus Supra, if space is an issue for you or you're really fucking tall, like that's where the Supra would kind of be like really have like a con when it comes down to that. Other than that, just after dailying the Supra, because I dailied it enough, like I drove it for like 1,400 miles, I believe. It was enough for me to realize like, okay, like which one's more dope, right? So the Supra speakers, they're not the best. but they're not also the worst. But because I love listening to music, I love singing in the car, even though my voice isn't nowhere near fucking singing material. I love like vibing. I love music, right? So the speakers aren't like all the best, but they get the job done. But when you compare them to like the Harman Kardon sound system, it's like the Harman Kardon fucking, I wouldn't say shits on JBL, but like it's a big difference, you know? Like you're pretty much getting what you pay for when it comes down to the Harman Kardon speaker system, you know? So the Harman Kardon system speaker system, it is an 875 upgrade, so that is gonna be like, you know, pretty expensive, but at the end of the day you get what you pay for. I know this is completely off topic, but to this day nothing beats the Tesla speakers. I miss my fucking Tesla speakers. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, guys, those speakers are the fucking best speakers I've ever heard on any car. You can prove me wrong, let me know what car it is, but I've not heard any other better speakers. Like Bose, Harman Kardon, JBL, Pioneer, like anything you could think of, like it's trash compared to Tesla. And I don't know what fucking brand Tesla is, but you know, because it didn't say it, but Tesla's really sick. But anyways, that's besides the point. Is that speakers on the BMW, if you a big speaker guy, you can't change the speaker system like to Harman Kardon, at least on the M340, from what I was told from the BMW techs and advisors, whatever. They told me that you can't switch it to Harman Kardon. So once you buy the car, that's it, you can't switch it. So if you are in the market for BMW M340i, I recommend getting a speaker system if that matters to you. I'm not sure about the Supra, if you could change it to JBL later on. But what's it called? I recommend if you do care about the speakers, at least get the JBL. Don't get like no basic speakers. Like if you're gonna be driving a $50,000+ car, you want to make sure you at least have some decent fucking speakers. So speakers is a big difference that I noticed. Space. Okay, so let's go into handling of the car. So the BMW handles really well, but it doesn't handle nowhere near as good as the Supra, at least from factory, right? So I feel like the factory Supra, I mean, not that I feel like, but it is. The Supra suspension is more sports based than the M340, so you feel like more like the cornering on the Supra is fucking amazing compared to the Beamer. The Beamer is like, you know, it's cool, like it gets the job done, it's nice, you know, it feels a little sporty. But on the Supra, it feels a lot more like you're like a lot more into like a fucking sports car. Like that shit feels fucking sick. And the sound, overall sound, I feel like they tweaked it from factory as well of the engine. It sounds a little bit louder. And of course, for those of you that, for a lot of you that know, is the 2020 like M340i's or Supras, they pop louder than the newer ones. So as far as I know, what BMW did with the M340s is they reduced the burbles on the newer ones. So that was more like an intentional kind of thing, which kind of sucks because, like, I mean, you can't go wrong with the burbles. But then you really think about it, is that they made the 21 plus models mild hybrid. So if you take off the burbles, what does that mean? You're saving more gas. So I mean, I guess I don't know, like they wanted to probably target more of a gas saving, like, you know, audience, but which kind of doesn't really make any sense because, like, I mean, it's a fucking sports car. So, but I mean, whatever. At least if you want to save gas, that's what you get from getting less burbles. So the Supra sounded doper. In general, felt better as a whole as a car. It literally feels different than the M340i, in my opinion. You know, it sounds a little bit more sportier, sounds a little bit louder, like the engine, the pops, obviously. So it's a way better feel in the Supra, if I'm gonna be honest. The speaker system, obviously not as good as this Beamer. The comfort, not as good as the Beamer. The interior wise, Supra versus BMW, obviously the BMW takes the W. The Supra, I feel like, just doesn't compare like to the interior of the Beamer. You know, of course, you got the full digital dash. This is like, I feel like a little bit more like, you know, better design than like the Supra. And the Supra one looks just like a tablet hanging in the middle of it. It kind of looks a little funky, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't want to make it look too much like a Beamer. But here, obviously, you get ambient lighting, and then, you know, you get more space. Like, it's overall like this is like a BMW, right? So what's it called? You get more visibility in the BMW versus the Supra. But obviously, Supra is a two-seater. Obviously, it's more compact. But just overall, guys, like, in my personal opinion, it's kind of really hard. It just depends on your preference. But my personal opinion, if I were to pick, it'd be the Supra. And then if I wanted to really get something more like practical and get something that's more like fuck it, more space, or I'm gonna have a family or whatever, then I get the M340i. So I just turned 24 in March. So what's it called? I'm still pretty young. You know, not looking to have kids anytime soon. So what's it called? If I really go back, I'm like, fuck, I should have got a 2020 Supra. Why? Because I would be down to have modded the Supra over the M340i, especially because like I'd be down for like, you know, fun runs, money runs, whatever, and have the opportunity to do so by tuning the car. When it comes down to a 21 plus M340i, you have to ship out the ECU to get it tuned. So that's kind of like the downfall of the BMW, right? So I mean, also for the newer Supras as well, but just in general, like if you're looking to mod the car and really get the power out of it and not have to spend too much on like the unlocking of the DME and all that stuff, highly recommend you get a 2020 either M340i or a 2020 Supra, either or. But yeah guys, even though I have the M340i still, which is my baby, I love the car, I literally have made a review video on it. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend the car. Nothing wrong with it, you know. It's very practical, gets the job done in every possible category that I can't really think about any cons to it. But obviously, like the Supra, you got to know what you're getting yourself into when you get it. It's literally a little baby exotic car, so which is badass, you know. So in my opinion, guys, if I were to pick, if I were to go back in time, I would cop a 2020 GR Supra, you know. So that's just my personal opinion, guys. I mean, again, I let go of the Supra. It was fun while it lasted. It fucking felt badass driving it everywhere. Honestly, you guys can't complain. And you know, I literally really want to get one again, but I would have to get rid of my Beamer for that, just because like it kind of doesn't make any sense to have two B58s. So I really do want to get a Tesla again, just because I genuinely, you know, love going on road trips and doing Uber. So that's what I would be doing if I were to get a Supra. I would get rid of my Beamer and you know, get the Supra, get a Tesla again, and then just kind of keep it at that. So I know a lot of you are like probably like, damn, like how can this guy afford like these cars at such a young age? I mean, I know there's a lot of people my age fucking doing way better than me, but I feel like, you know, I'm doing pretty good for my age. So like, I'm a day trader, I trade stocks and crypto, I have a Discord chat, you know, so I have a team of like 40 plus people that, you know, pay me monthly to tell them where to put their money. So I invest into stocks, crypto, and I just started doing options. So if you are interested in joining my chat, I only charge 15 bucks per month. So that's like one thing I do, and it's manually, you send the payments manually. You don't have to be in the chat forever. If you leave, I'm not gonna take it personally, you know, trading isn't for everybody. So at the end of the day, that would be all up to you whether or not you want to stay or not. And if you leave, you could always come back whenever you want. So that's what I do for like a living. I'm a full-time trader. I've been doing that for like 5+ years. Took an L for the first 3 years, and then I started learning the game after that because I lost like 25K. I didn't make anything from when I was 18 to 21, 20, almost 22. I didn't make anything on the trading. So that was practically most of my life savings. But then from there, like I wanted to learn what I was doing wrong. So anyways, guys, I just want to keep you guys in the loop. I don't have the Supra anymore, and there's a Honda that sounds like a far cam, bro. It's a 10th gen Civic too. I can't make this shit up, man. That shit's funny, bro. Like, I don't know why they make like newer Hondas sound like that. Anyway, nothing against Hondas, I used to have one, but like, bro, like at least make it sound nice, you know. Anyways, that's gonna do it, guys. Is between the two, I'd say pick a Supra. And if you really want more space and you're just tired of the space in the Supra or the visibility, whatever, in my opinion, the car makes up for it. But if you just get really tired of that, then you get M340i. Because the beauty of it is that the Supra will hold its value more versus the Beamer, right? So if you buy the Beamer, you're gonna depreciate it more. So if you do end up wanting a Supra, it's kind of like a bigger L if you go the other way around. So that's not like the situation I'm in, because whether I sell this car at the price I want, if I were to sell it, I wouldn't really be caring for about like if I take an L or not, because I mean the decision I made, like this made me happy in the moment. But if I were to get a Supra, I would definitely see myself getting M340 again in the future. So regardless, an M340i, it's a car you're for sure gonna keep. The Supra, I feel like, you know, you could for sure keep it too, but it's just like, you know, once you have a family and stuff like that, it's like, it sucks that you can't really take them in there, you know? So why not take them in a 4-door Supra, which would be this, right? So it just all comes down to preference, guys. But my recommendation to anybody in the market for M340i or Supra is get a Supra first, and then get an M340i if you really get tired of the Supra. And the beauty of it is you could modify both. Both are dope, both are badass. And you know, they're overall fucking badass cars. You literally can't complain about the B58 and the transmission that's in these cars. So without further ado, guys, I am gonna be I did do 2 more mods to my Beamer, which I'll be making a video on soon. I'm just waiting for it to get, I guess I just gotta put some touch-ups on it, and then I'll be posting that soon. So I haven't uploaded. I really want to be making more videos like this too, like just talking about stuff or just in general doing like a little drive-by. Let me do a little pull right here. I had to do a little pull right there on the on the underpass. But what's it called? Yeah, guys, so if you guys don't mind this kind of like scenery, I mean, obviously, like, I was thinking about doing a POV like this, but like I was like, why not at least be able to see me and the street and a little bit of the car? So best of all worlds, right? So anyways, guys, without further ado, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It'll be down in the description down below. It's @diamandy_. You can catch me posting my stories there. If you really like the BMW, you know, I post it there like almost every day. Yeah, I'm looking to mod it soon, so we'll see how that goes. Any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comment section down below. And without further ado, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the content. I do plan to mod this car more soon, so engine mods and all that stuff. So I do got to get tires and all that good stuff to even support those mods. But it's going to be a journey with this car, guys. So stay tuned. Really excited. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.